Press the A button to select a clue. We're flying past 10,000 feet on our way to this. The altitude will maintain en route 35,000 feet. It's player one. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control pad, and then press the A button to select a response. Player one, back to you for our next selection. Here's Kelly, she'll show you.
Ledger lines are for notes that don't fit on the 5-line staff, like this note that can be shown one line below the treble staff or one line above the bass staff.
Let's hear it, player one. Please pick again, player one. The modern Hebrew and Arabic alphabets consist only of this type of letter. Player one. Good. You again, player one. It's the South American national capital city that fits the category. Yes, player one. Player one, you pick again, please. Found in South Africa in 1905, this 3,106 carat diamond went to Amsterdam for cutting. Player one. Here's the correct response. The Cullinan. We return to you, player one. This colored part of the eye shares its name with a type of flower. Yes, player one. Hey, you're right. You get to pick again, player one. Pink, red, or purplish, a port wine stain is a large one of these, usually on the face or neck. Okay, player one. Nope. The correct response is a birthmark. Player one, pick again. Also called leukocytes, these blood cells defend the body against infection. It's player one. Yeah, that's right. Way to go. Select again. The dura mater is the outermost protective layer that covers the spinal cord and this organ. Let's hear it, player one. Here's the response we were looking for. The brain. Player one, back to you. It's the Daily Double. You are in first place. Give us a wait, player one. Answer. Unfortunately, high cholesterol can lead to atherosclerosis, in which these blood vessels become clogged. Now, here's what we want. Arteries. Choose again, player one. 1926. There's no escape for this magician who dies following a rupture of his appendix. Player one. Right you are. We return to you, player one. 1846. Heavy snowfall traps this carnivorous party in the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's player one. talking about the Donner Party. Player one, back to you. 1956. The Brits and the French invade Egypt in response to the nationalization of this. Yes, player one. Sorry. That's wrong. Here's the correct response. The Suez Canal. Please pick again, player one. 1961. This man's body is removed from Lenin's tomb. Let's hear it, player one. That's it. Great, you're back into it now. Player one, you pick again, please. 1998. This Mideast nation announces it will no longer cooperate with UN weapons inspectors. Okay, player one. That's correct. Player one, pick again. A classic PBS Kids series that taught reading shared its name with this Monopoly utility. Let's hear it, player one. Yep. Select again. Each time a player passes go, he collects this salary. Player one. Ooh, sorry. And here's the correct response. $200. You get to pick, you draw one of these cards. Okay, player one. Correct. You again, player one. Tokens that are household items include the iron and this sewing accessory. Yes, player one. Yes. Player one, back to you for our next selection. A railroad and an avenue are both named for this state. It's player one. That is correct. Player one, you pick again, please. The Great Kin Band was singing our song, crooning, "Our love's in this, baby." Let's hear it, player one. Good. Player one, back to you for our next selection. In 1984, his Let's Go Crazy said, "We are gathered here today to get through this thing called life." It's player one. No. Here's the correct response. Prince. We return to you, player one. She told us, "Love is a battlefield," and in 1980 went to number 9 with "Hit Me With Your Best Shot." Okay, player one. We're talking about Pat Benatar. You again, player one. In 1981, Sheena Easton sang, "My baby takes the this. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes another home again." player one. Right. Please pick again, player one. Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Lip sync asked, won't you take me to here? Yes, player one. You are correct. Select again. A statue of this Roman sea god is a perfect choice for a fountain. There's one at Peterhof in Russia. It's player one. That's correct. Player one. Pick again. A sarcophagus at Hearst Castle depicts this group of nine, including Erato, who inspires love poems. Yes, player one. Yes. Choose again, player one. Let's get Kelly's assistance on this clue.
This city statue of Gepion and her oxen is a bit less famous than the Little Mermaid.
Okay, player one. That's not it. Here's what we wanted. Copenhagen. Player one, back to you. Praxiteles sculpted this Greek equivalent of Mercury carrying the infant Dionysus. Here's the response we were looking for. Hermes. Let's have a look at the $1,000 foot. Get psyched at the Louvre by looking at Antonio Canova's sculpture of this Roman god and Psyche. Here's what we were looking for. Cupid. The Double Jeopardy round will begin right after